I was derelict in my duties. Welcome to the Bandai Hangout. Super excited, special show. Justin is taking some much-deserved time off, but we have filled his slot. We'll get to her in just a second. But AJ, how are you doing today?
Doing great. I am now in the view of what Justin sees all the time. I see why he doesn't want to look at this, but like I said earlier, I will look this way so I can read some cool comments here and there, just to be like, who's talking? Who's chatting with us?
Absolutely. And so it is our goal to make sure everyone knows everything about everyone who works at Bandai. So we have a very special guest today, Melissa from our Amazon team. Melissa,
hello.
Say hi to everybody.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's the.
very demure.
Yeah,
So
yes.
mindful. Very demure.
I saw the hat too. Big gigantic hat.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of times we get questions. How can I work at Bandai? What can I do at Bandai? We have so many different jobs at Bandai. Some of us just yap in front of a camera and do really nothing of substance, like myself. But you actually have a job that matters at Bandai. So why don't you tell us what you do at Bandai Namco Toys and Collectibles America?
So I mainly focus on the brands and products on Amazon. So like the brand stores, just different brand-related things, trying to represent them and.
So like when I'm looking for my Tamashi pre-order, my anime hero.
Or like you're on a Banpresto thing and it says visit Banpresto store, then you go to the whole store. So I do all that.
Cool.
So your job must be super easy because I'm sure the brands give you perfect descriptions and perfect images and perfect names and stuff like that. So I'm sure it's just a point and click, right? You never have anything hard to do.
No,
right?
never. Never.
And not the black little egg circle for when I'm supposed to show it. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite too.
Every time I get it, I'm like, wow, what could it be?
How are they going to buy this on Amazon if it's black oval? Yeah.
What's something fun and interesting that's happened that maybe we wouldn't even understand? Any kind of weird gremlins in the Amazon machine that have caused you headaches?
AI.
AI?
They've started testing and they'll change the images without us knowing. So you just stumble.
Wow.
And there's been a couple Tamashi where it's not pretty.
So like it just changes an image like straight up like, here's what would be Goku. And then all of a sudden, what is this?
No, it'll be like the original picture, but it'll be like turned or it'll be somehow, but it's not as clear. It's not our image.
It's like, we got the figure too. Check it. Whoop. That doesn't look like him.
And then when I try to like get it fixed, it was already fixed. So I was like, eh. So it just kind of
No. You fixed it. You saw it was broken, and then you fixed it. It didn't fix itself.
I gotta go catch one of these now. I'm gonna have to be able, like going through Amazon, just stay like lurking, like wait for this image to change on me.
Am I A or B?
Yeah. Oh man.
Testing, yeah.
Now I've got a goal in mind.
Straight Build Sama says, "Notice me, senpai."
I've noticed.
I don't know which one of us is senpai, but
That's all of us.
we'll all notice and stuff like that. So, being with Bandai, obviously, you deal with a lot of anime brands. What was your anime knowledge coming into Bandai versus, I'm sure, what it is now is much more, correct?
Basically zero.
Yeah. Gaming was zero. And now is your anime knowledge primarily from just like the figures and the stuff you put on Amazon?
Yeah.
Is there any anime that you're watching or you're into at all?
Yes. I like Creamy Mommy, the Music Angel.
That sounds incredible. I've never heard of it, but now I want
Is
to
that
know
like the
everything about it.
retro looking one?
Yeah, it's from like the 80s.
Wow, like so we did Gashmon released an item like that.
The little
Yes. And for a while I'm like, I don't know this, like I was a series where I'm like, it's like vintage. I'm like, I don't recognize it, but I like the items that are on there. And in fact, like I think there was someone in our last live stream last week who had mentioned, like, I think they're on TikTok. They're like, make more Creamy Mommy and Pretty Cure stuff. I'm like, we're like the only person referencing this. So
Tamashi, because Proplica's 10-year anniversary, in Japan, they're releasing her.
I saw that news.
I did too. And I was like, oh, Japan.
Yeah. Isn't that like the funny part whenever like there's a Japan only item and you're like, how do I get you?
Now, since this is my work computer, Creamy Mommy, what's the rest of it?
Music Angel.
Okay, I want to type in the right thing.
This is it, people. He's about to search it. And then...
If all of a sudden we go dark and someone else is in my seat, you know what happens. I hadn't heard of it, but I want to know so much more about this show.
I mean, it involves two cats that are aliens.
I think all cats are aliens.
True, but
What year did this series come out?
83.
83. Oh. So
Because
this
they
is-
also released something last year for the anniversary.
Okay. Yeah, so this was one show I never actually
I'm
seen.
gonna be
but...
here for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I need to buy the wig though.
We need to get the replica.
I know.
Wow. Okay. And where do you watch this on? Is it a Crunchyroll?
Prime. No, it's on Amazon Prime.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I think now it's technically freebie, but
52 episodes.
That's not that bad. I watch Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider has about 50 at least. Usually around 50.
And the Melissa Bingo card, I did not have Krimi Mama, the Magic Angel, as your favorite anime for right now.
and then also Pop Team Epic. That's a little bit more
You
modern.
watch some cool stuff. I know it's cool because it has a cool name. I've never heard of it. So
You've never heard of it? It's super weird.
Are you going to search this one too?
Yeah, you should search
is
it.
this like a
I have
like
the two
JoJo's
figure-
Bizarre Adventure type thing?
I
What's this one
don't
called?
remember.
Pop.
Pop Team Epic.
Everyone in the chat's like, how can you work at Bandai and not have heard of Pop Team Epic?
It does have its random stuff to it.
It's
Well,
so weird.
It's
I love
very
it.
random. I love just
Well, I like
the
the
style.
first image that popped up.
I
which-
have those figures on my desk because Bam Presto made them.
it's those two nice ladies giving me the finger.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's like that's like the main image on
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, I mean that gives you an idea of the show. It's
All right.
super
So
random.
this
and
one's
fun.
over too, right?
It's
Or
fun.
is this one ongoing, or is this one ended?
Yeah,
That
because
one I
it's
saw
like
on Crunchyroll.
because it's weird because like sometimes some of these shows where it's like slice of life kind of thing where they just throw random like clips and stuff. or, like,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, is this an ongoing? Is this a still continuing kind of thing? And I'm like, I'm just here to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Like I think
exactly.
for a good time when when television was just airing episodes of Dragon Ball, there were times where I'm like, I don't even know what episode we're on or which one I'm really on, but I think I've seen Krillin die 3 times already. So
I like Chris's response. It was, well, of course, the Amazon person found something on Amazon.
oh, how many times I find things on Amazon? I'm like, do I really need it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Boys in the Boats. It's a movie George Clooney directed. It's about like a rowing team in the 30s. It's on Amazon Prime. I saw it in the theater, but that's just I wanted to
Come out
see
in
cool. Like,
theater.
you guys found these cool finds on Amazon.
No, that's
I
just
just wanted
doom
to see-
scrolling and then realizing, maybe I will try this.
Right after I gave up on Rings of Power season 2, I guess I haven't given up. It's not over yet. So, what else? What else are you into? Non-anime. What do you geek out about non-anime
Music.
related? Yeah.
Music.
What kind of music?
I like punk and psychobilly, new wave. I like a lot of everything. I know everyone says that, but
Everybody.
like reggae. I like.
Like yacht rock. You love yacht rock.
Okay, no, Jimmy Buffett. Thank you.
I saw REO Speedwagon on Sunday because we woke up
JoJo
and
guy.
tickets were literally $5.
At the fair?
No, they were playing at the Forum. It was REO Speedwagon, it was Train, and it was this thing called Yacht Rock Review, and he sung popular non-yacht rock songs like Enter Sandman from Metallica and like Nothing But a G Thing by Dr. Dre
Wow.
as yacht rock. It was incredible. I had the time of my life listening because it takes you like 30 seconds to realize what song it is, just because
Yeah.
all those songs have such like iconic like hooks and intros, and then all of a sudden you're hearing it with just like different instruments, and you're like,
Oh yeah,
and then
especially
after-
if it goes something like ska, and you're like, what the heck is this trumpet doing all of a sudden? And you're like, what song am I listening to?
and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, that's Don't Speak by No Doubt or something silly like that. So, what's your favorite band?
7 seconds.
Okay. What genre are they? Punk,
Punk, but some people consider them hardcore.
Oh,
but you don't consider them hardcore.
is the 7 spelled out as 7 or the number 7?
It's a number 7.
Oh, okay.
Seconds is the lead singer's last name.
Oh,
Kevin Seconds.
so that's like we have a Kevin Phoenix.
With an F, which makes it even cooler.
Oh.
Fenix. I don't think it's.
uh,
I don't think that's his real last name.
you
Stage name.
Have you heard of Richard Cheese?
I haven't.
So he does covers, but as lounge songs.
Oh yeah.
And he wears a cool tiger like blazer thing. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, see, I love like genre bending. So like for a while, I was really into this one this hardcore metal band, and all they did was like Disney songs, and it was just incredible. Like I must listen to every Disney song ever
they
sung by them.
just announced that new. They just released that new and the whole new sound. Like that's their latest like mix Disney CD where it's all they got a bunch of like punk artists and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, this is the newest one, huh? So I have to go and take a listen to it. I know like they have like I think like Tokyo Hotel like sings Colors of the Wind.
They're still together.
I don't think so, but
Oh.
but they got together for Colors of the Wind.
They really like Pocahontas, I guess. Now, punk's an interesting genre because it's all about like the counterculture, and it's all about kind of like damn the man type person. But sometimes punk bands get really popular and they kind of become the man. How does the punk community view like real popular punk acts that have kind of maybe crossed over into like the mainstream?
I don't know.
Like, would you like?
I mean, I guess
like if your
they
7
become...
seconds became all of a sudden did like a piece of music on a Michael Bay Transform movie, and
Yeah.
it became like the biggest thing, would you be like, ugh?
It kind of makes me kind of... No, I won't necessarily say sell out, but it makes me kind of like the thing less. Like kind of right now, I love Beetlejuice. I love the original. I have forever. And I have a lot of stuff with stripes. And now everybody has stripes. So I'm like...
Yeah, there's a lot of people going to it. In fact, I was torn the other day. I was like, do I get that book tin can thing? I'm like, I just go for the cup. And so at AMC, they have a cup that's a collector's cup that's like his suit. But the topper on it, it's either the arrow pointing down, those Beetlejuice, or it's his gravestone. And I'm like, I kind of want the arrow. It looks cool. It's brighter. And I like the brighter. And I asked like, oh, we're all out of this. I'm like, oh. And I should have just asked them, can I have that one on display? And I didn't. So when I came out of the movie, I realized someone did ask that. I'm like, oh, I should have done it. So
Tis.
tis.
Well, so that's an interesting. Cause the first Beetlejuice, I love. It's amazing. It has one of the greatest lines ever that I love that I can't repeat on screen because it has a bad word in it. But it wasn't a huge runaway blockbuster.
No,
to
it
where,
was more of a cult.
right.
Like sleeper hit or whatever it's called.
To where
like
this one earned more in one day than Beetlejuice earned in his entire run, and so it's kind of a more like mainstream thing because us as kids who watched the original Beetlejuice now we're like, oh man, I want to see Beetlejuice like crazy. Did you like the second one?
I haven't seen it yet.
We will talk about the second one. Have you
Yeah,
seen the second one?
I did. So I watched it Thursday, one of the 2 days.
Yeah, as someone who loves Winona Ryder and loves the character of Lydia, I thought it was a really good movie. I liked it a lot. And then I think they're really smart. So Michael Douglas was very clear with Tim Burton that like he knows that people love Beetlejuice from the first Beetlejuice movie, but he doesn't want to fall in like the sequel trap of now let's just show Beetlejuice for 3 times as much.
Right.
Take the charm that Beetlejuice is kind of like a secondary character in this movie and use him sparingly. And then he also was real big on I don't want like a ton of CGI and stuff like that. So I will say that the third act is like incredible. Like I loved how they ended it. Like it's like this ridiculous music number and everything that happens. And I really enjoyed Beetlejuice. So I hope you do as well. And you're like, sellouts.
Yeah,
I mean,
actually-
I'm still gonna watch it, but it's just when like everyone else likes something I like, I'm like, oh, I guess.
Totally get that.
I was like that with Ben Affleck. Back in the day when no one was watching Ben Affleck movies, I was like, man, Ben Affleck's really good. And all of a sudden he's in like Pearl Harbor. I'm like, Ben Affleck sucks.
Oh man,
Once
it's
he got
funny that
that
you say
back tattoo.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny you say Ben Affleck because just yesterday I was like, I'm gonna go get like tacos, and then somehow I repeated tacos for my Ben from like South Park.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, how did that memory just like
Taco.
yeah, how did that just get right out there?
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was great. So as far as movies go, what kind of movies are you into?
I like comedy. I love Will Ferrell, so I like kind of stupid comedy.
So that's why you like us so much.
Yeah.
If you could have like a figure of like an actor, who would you immediately be like, I want a figure of this as an actor? Which actor figure? Because I say that because I know Tamashi Tamashi revealed like the Beetlejuice
I
figure.
saw that.
And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. That's the second Michael Keaton figure that they got. Because they had that Batman one.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I've always had this thing where I'm like, man, I want figures of all the Chris's. So like I have a Chris Pine one from like his Dungeons and Dragons film. Thank you, Mitch. And then they have all the other Chris's. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have a collection where it's just what's that section? That's just the Chris collection. So now
Slice of life.
yeah, so if and when that Beetlejuice if we get it, I'm still hoping we do. I haven't heard anything from it, but if I do, that's 2 Michael Keaton figures. I could have a Michael Keaton section.
You gotta get Mr. Mom Michael Keaton.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta get Gung Ho Michael Keaton. You gotta get them all.
Yeah.
So Will Ferrell. So I too love everything that man does, stuff like that. So not a day goes by where I don't quote Magato from freaking Zoolander. I'm like,
Zoolander? Oh, my
I
God.
feel like I'm taking crazy pills
Yeah,
here.
that one applies all the time.
Yeah, every meeting I'm ever in, it's like that. And it's like, oh, crazy. So yeah, you have to pick one Will Ferrell movie to keep forever, and all the rest get deleted from the existence. What's the one you keep?
Oh man.
I think Zoolander.
Zoolander's pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't know, like Anchorman, old school, like they all have such good quotes, and he's just
What, so because I know like Zoolander is more of a what's the actor
Ben
name?
Stiller.
Ben Stiller movie, right? So I guess you could count that as a freebie, right? Like if you had kept the second one, because like Will Ferrell's technically in the movie, but it's not his movie,
That's true.
right? So
but his character.
I know it's so good.
It's so good.
I had a fantastic time with Anchorman because when I first saw it, I just hated it. Like I didn't like Anchorman, and Justin had the same response. At the time, we were selling like used cars, and I remember we sat there and we quoted that movie like all day for like 6 days. And we're like, you know what? I think we like Anchorman. And all of a sudden, we're like, oh man, we love Anchorman. And then just like I remember this one time, it was anytime we had to fix the copier of the printer, we talk about like, it's worse than the time the raccoons got in the copier. all that good stuff. Helpful Hero says, ooh, movie chat. I saw Reagan. It was excellent. Probably the best movie I've seen in a long time. Very much recommended. I actually wanted to see it, but the times are always terrible for me. Like I'd be looking at like 6 p.m. and then, it plays at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's just like it's like right when I'm about to get off work, and then there's super late into the night, and you're like, well, I don't know. I mean, what do you got for the next day? Same thing. Ugh, when can I get to watch this?
Yeah.
I haven't yet to watch it, so I will definitely take that recommendation to go watch it.
With your AMC movie pass.
Hey, that's a good pass. I love it. So, and I know
I'm a
it's
Cinemark guy.
greetings.
What were we saying?
It's like I know it's like greetings. So hello.
Greetings, helpful hero. Hello.
Yeah,
What have you been watching, AJ? You watched Beetlejuice?
I watched that. I want to watch Transformers 1 this week because
Yeah.
someone over here says it's amazing. So I gotta go into the. I'm going in completely blind outside of what I've seen from the trailer, and Kevin, if it does end up spectacular and amazing, I'm just gonna come back and be like, so I bought figures.
Transformers is so easy to do that.
I know.
Everyone I know has seen it. They're like, "Oh man, these trailers are lying to you.
Yeah.
The movie's way better than the trailers are making it seem."
Yeah. Outside of that, I think I've yet to start the Terminator anime. I know that one's out. I think
on Netflix.
Yeah, and I'm like, I haven't got a chance to watch it, but I think they finished. It's right out there, right? It's all
out.
episodes? Oh man, so that's something on my watch list.
Do you know? Is it just a reimagining of the original Terminator, or is it something that takes place in like the post-apocalyptic future?
So I didn't
I
go
should
to
know
the
more.
Anime NYC panel, but so I don't know anything of it. I just know that the word Terminator is an anime.
Terminator is an ad.
Yeah, totally.
And I know it is the T-800. It's the Arnold Terminator.
Yeah.
But I think it's like the.
Which means I want now a figure for it. Yeah, I mean, like I know there's other figures for it, but I still want more figures.
But I mean, do you want the endoskeleton or exoskeleton or endoskeleton, or do you want Arnold?
Well,
Such
that's kind
Arnold
of tough, 'cause
way.
now I would want both. I want a 2-pack.
Or you just peel the skin off of one and it's an Arnold one?
We don't get enough 2-packs out here in the world from our end, so I want to see more 2-packs.
So Melissa, what brought you to Bandai? Was it just they were hiring?
I actually didn't know it was Bandai because it was Bluefin. So, but yeah, I was looking for a new job. And
Well, it's funny. I had the same kind of path. Like when I applied, it said Bluefin. At the time I was looking for something in marketing. I didn't know what it was. You cast your white net, and then I get here and there's all these like toys, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll bring you back second interview. You talk to this guy Adam. He'll probably want to talk to you about products and stuff. I'm like, oh, I should probably learn about Gundam, I guess. And so what was great is one of my good friends, his like at the time like 9-year-old son was hardcore Gundam fan, like just like talk your ear off kind of kid, like you don't want to know. So we had like a beach cleanup for like Boy Scouts or something like that, or Cub Scouts. And I said, Zach, I need to get this job. I need to know everything there is to know about Gundam. And he spent the next like 2.5 hours. I was cleaning like the Seal Beach pier area. just tell me about like all the different grades and the different timelines and this and that. So when I had my thing with Adam, and he's like, "Oh yeah, what do you know about Gundam?" I was like, I'm like, well, I'm mostly a high grade guy just because I like that the line is so diverse. But I think master grades are probably where it's at, and I don't know if I'm ready for perfect grade. And he was like, "Oh my god, this guy knows the brand."
I'll let you know.
There you
right
go,
now.
guys. Marketing is just lying.
A lot of people love the master grade. In fact, like, I see so many comments like, when are we getting new ones? And I'm like, honestly, you're right. We should have new ones. But that's why I know Helpful Heroes asked about if we played Gundam Breaker 4.
Yes,
and
asking right now.
that's literally what I've been doing. Where I'm like, you have a scale portion in that game. I'm like, nope, max it out. So it's like, all right, this is about the size of a master grade. But I do it on the really bad proportions where I'm like, I have like the bobblehead big head, but I also give like giant arms. But my body's tiny, and I'm like, yes, this is what I'm looking for. The big tiny little body, little legs, big giant hand, big head. So, but my weapons are just as huge too. So I'm like, yes, this is all I've been asking
Are you
for.
having fun with it?
I'm loving it. I think the customization, I've seen what Twitter's doing, what like Japan does. And I'm like, I don't even know how you made a Macross fighter, but
You did.
it's so cool. People have been making like Digimon characters off of it. Even like I saw like a Yu-Gi-Oh one too. So honestly, I'm just not there yet at that creative level, but I want to. So I don't know how long it's going to take for me to start realizing, I should just move this piece here, move this there. At this point, I don't know. I'm just going to here to have fun and just blast and create whatever I can.
It's like Breath of the Wild. You see all the crazy creations they make to get Link from one place to the other. And I'm like,
Even
I don't
in
even know.
that game, I was like, how did people make this? I'm like, this has got to be a cheat code or something. People hacking this
And
game.
I can't even like recreate what they did.
Yeah. I'm like,
Maybe
I
that's
don't know
cool.
how they made this. Like, I'm struggling.
Do you play games, Melissa?
Mhm.
What do you play?
Crayon Shin-chan is my favorite.
Ooh. Really? On like the Switch? Or
Yeah,
okay.
I just got a Switch like a couple months ago, and yeah.
Oh wow, that's
I'm
funny. 'Cause
obsessed.
there's only quite a few people out here like in our company who's really like into Crayon Shin-chan. Like
Justin.
I got a couple on my desk and everything like that. I love it.
Yeah, Bam Presto has so many of them,
know.
and I love it.
Do they really?
Yeah.
My favorite's like when he's in a little superhero suit. Because Shin-chan's for me, like what I really like about him too is like he's existed for such a long time. So even like there was a point when like Kamen Rider, like during the Heisei era, he kind of did a little collaboration with them. So they did some like
Really?
mix. Yeah. So there's like with it's like him and Forze, they have like a little small animation. I'm like, that's so cute. I love it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is it. This is the character to go to anyway. And I think even when I saw her like English episodes or so, I'm like, this kid's it's amazing. It's funny as heck. I like it.
It's a
Hopefully,
fun
Hero
game.
City made Mega Man, X, Sagat, Big O, and Erdrick. How do you make Sagat?
Well, if he tags us at Bandai Collect,
Yeah,
he'll
I
show
need to
you.
see this. So yeah, tag Bandai Collect and Great Ape Dave. I'm curious. But I interrupted you. What other games you playing? What other cool things are you doing that like I'm just like the total basic B over here, like, yeah, like Transformers and this and that, and you're like deep cut everything. Everyone in the stands everyone in the audience is like, oh man, she's way cool. She's way cool to be on your stupid show, David.
Well, I don't do a whole lot because I'm a mom,
Mhm.
so that kind of limits a lot. But I mean, I like going to shows, seeing bands live.
And you have a son, right?
Yeah, he's
And,
6.
And so, is he as cool as you?
Yeah, he's cooler.
But he thinks
Cooler. I
he probably
knew
thinks
it.
you're like a lame mom, though, right?
I think he's too young to realize if I'm cool or not.
Yeah.
You know.
Eventually, they all
But
realize.
he knows,
we're cool
like,
with it.
oh, my mom has pink hair, you know. So,
That's true.
And he knows other moms don't. So. He can
Like-
find me in the crowd.
Now, is
That's
he?
good. That's really helpful.
I know.
Like, there, found it. Gotcha.
Exactly,
There's like a video, like it was like I think it was like a TikTok where it's like this guy like attached a little balloon to his wife like at the grocery store, so he knows from how far. There she
You can
is.
see it floating.
I was at SeaWorld probably like 5 or so years ago, and I have this really obnoxious Houston Astros jersey that's like bright orange. You can see it from space. And the way SeaWorld is actually, I didn't realize it until the time, it kind of curves all the way up, and where the dolphin exhibit is where like it's like at its highest. And my kids were able to see me, A, because I'm a great big giant person, and I was wearing this obnoxious orange outfit with an obnoxious orange hat. They could see me from like Shamu, and they're like, oh, I see Dad, and I'm like, oh man, this hurts my feet. This hurts my self-esteem. Nothing but celery and water for the rest of my life here. But yeah, pink hair shows off. Shows you got personality. What's AJ's personality?
I don't
Actually, AJ
know.
usually has cool shirts.
Yeah, you should go to Uniqlo, pick up one. What do I have right now? Naruto ramen. Yeah,
I have my Ultraman Rising shirt.
that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I have a lame old man dad polo because I had to go look at college kid this morning.
that's very important though.
It was, but I hate that I'm wearing it right now.
When they meet you, they're like, if you had like a Naruto shirt, like, whoa, this guy's got a Naruto shirt. Is he
You
going to the school?
Yeah, you're in.
You'd be
Theater.
surprised. I have like this most generic basic Naruto shirt that I got from like Kohl's, and it's nothing special. It's just Naruto, and like every time I wear it, people like I get like 100 compliments. Like, oh man, rad shirt. I'm like, Kohl's,
Oh,
like $12.
My favorite is when I
Yours.
twin with people at shows. So like, I will wear you. So usually I get a lot of stuff from Uniqlo, and that's a lot of people tend to get stuff from there too when it's a good collab. And so every time I go to the show and I see Sam, like, twinsies, and it's like my favorite thing. Like, it's like almost I know you and you know me based on what shirt we just bought together.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah, I'm not cool. Plus, Uniqlo shirts are nice and soft, right?
Yeah.
Like super soft.
And then until I'm like, oh man, I ruined it. This collab doesn't exist no more. Oh, hopefully they make a new one.
Raised from
Yeah.
existence. So you said 5 or 6?
6.
Oh, it's like kindergarten, first grade.
First.
That's the best. That's like literally the best age.
I know.
Is like I would say from like 5 to 9, because you're still like your kids' heroes. It's before they really know you're fully, you know what, and like everything is like in the playground, like, oh, my mom can beat up your mom. My mom's smarter than your mom, or my mom is.
Those
my
playground,
mom that. Yeah, all the
like,
playground fights and stuff like that, and they're still so helpless without you.
Yeah.
And so they have to be nice to you. Once they
True.
become teenagers and they can do stuff on their own, they're like,
I don't need you.
I don't need you.
AI Al Johnson is in
Hey,
the chat.
Al Johnson. We haven't been here in a while.
What
Yo!
if this guy? So we still haven't figured out if it's an I or an L, but we have gone with AI Al Johnson as
Yeah.
their person's name because capital I and L, lowercase L, look the
Oh,
exact
yeah.
same.
One day, actually, hopefully one day we never find out.
Yeah, I never want to find out. I want to just keep it as is.
So yeah. Keep you guessing.
Yeah, I want it to remain a mystery for the entirety of my life.
Yeah, there's actually even like one of our followers too, like Muteki, is it T? Which letter am I looking at? So Anthony in sales has a similar handle, and for the longest I'm like, it has to be Anthony. Who's picking this name? And he knows like all the common writers of too. I'm like, there's no way it's not him, but it's not.
It's
and I'm like,
not?
oh, one of these days.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure it is. Wink,
I think like
wink.
even last week, Mark had like messaged us while we were talking about like the Tamashii Nation's first year anniversary, and then I think David's like, "Whoa, thanks, something Mark," and I'm like, "Wait, that's our Mark."
I'm like, dang it.
Oh, he was in the thing.
Usernames. Oh yeah, half of Bandai are lurking in the background.
Oh,
So,
really?
so pretty much everyone you know is probably watching. Got your Anthony's and ITs, your Travers in accounting, Wayne. You know, everyone.
Wayne
watches
watches it too?
all of Japan. We get notes. Some good, some less good.
Letters and everything like that.
Yeah, we get letters where people cut out the magazines to make
Oh,
like
that's
a
really
ransom note.
sweet
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Showing
like
you
they-
different fonts.
Yeah, they
It
took,
says,
they
"I
took the
want
time.
Toji."
Yeah. Oh my god, all it is, make Toji or else.
Yeah. Actually, like Tamashii announced also like the Vegito too.
Is for New York.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. So New York is
Exclusive.
yeah. So,
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Another Super God, Super Saiyan.
yeah. I always remember that one time you had to do like what's that long name? So David had to do like we had an exclusive and David had like to remember that name for that. What is it?
It was Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 10 Goku.
See, look at this. That's memory I don't have. So if you ask me, I'm going to abbreviate this.
Yeah, right.
Got the Stangler says hello. Sorry, Stangler. Justin ruined the surprise of who you were.
So Stangler is Travers.
Oh.
Godzilla himself is watching from Monster Island Resort. You say that, you joke, but
Probably is.
that lizard, he gets around.
Yeah.
We brought up the New York Comic Con exclusive. Do you want to anything you want to tell us about the New York other than there's a New York Comic Con exclusive?
It's just that. That's the only news that's coming out for it. I'm looking forward more. I'm sure, with it, as we get closer to it, we'll announce it. bring more
Can't
detail.
talk
But
about this yet, but
yeah, but
Are we allowed to
honestly-
talk about that yet?
not yet.
Yeah.
Kevin's teasing stuff behind the camera we can't talk about yet. We'll have a full New York Comic Con episode talking about, if there are any other exclusives, any panels, anything that we're going to participate in to catch you up on it. But
Yeah, so my favorite too, like even with the live stream, is when we do mention the things and then everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see you. I'll meet up with you." I think last week I had shout out to like a guy like Johnny Kakashi. I forget the numbers, so it's like 0928, I think. But he met me like at Anime NYC. He's like, "Hey, I watch you guys." I'm like, "Awesome!" We always tell people like, "Come by, stop, say hi." So now I think if they see you walking around like when they were
Does he
California
did he
shows-
introduce us as his username? Or
Yeah, he
whatever?
said hello. Then he says he watches it. Then I go like, "Oh, what's your chat name?" Sometimes they surprise me if it's a person that does chat or if they're just watching. So,
Yeah.
I gave them the shout out last week. So
a lot of times you get the real name and you're like, and you are, who do I
Yeah.
know you as?
I gotta ask them by their handle. Like, I don't know you by your real name, but your handle.
Yeah.
Your handle is how I'm gonna remember
Oh,
you.
that guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the Strangler. Oh, yeah. Not the Strangler. I made that mistake for like half a show.
Yeah, that was really like. Let's not tell him. He's been reading it weird,
He went
like Monkey Day Luffy.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys.
Day Luffy.
Forever, I was like Monkey Day Luffy. I like just like it was no big deal. Like I wasn't just completely mispronouncing the main character of one of the most iconic anime in the world.
Yeah,
Kind of fancier though. Like
It is.
it's her day,
Yeah.
The Day Luffy.
And I don't even have any idea why I would have read it that way.
It's just a letter D.
I mean,
like,
it's Espanol there. I mean, the monkey.
That's
is Luffy.
why we do live in California, so there's a lot of like it bleeds in pretty easily.
I mean, 1.2 billion people read it right, and I read it as Monkey Day Luffy.
Yeah, but I never forget it that way, so that's how I
I'm pretty
will
sure
say.
I'm gonna start saying it that way now.
I mean, I've done it on like news interviews, like on like national news. I've done it on live streams. I've done it in choreis. I've done it in casual conversation, and literally, either no one's brain recognized, or they were all just like,
It must be just the way he says
"I'm
it.
gonna let this keep going."
Yeah.
If I don't know what something happened. I don't know. Maybe Justin was having a bad day, and he was like, "It's D, Monkey D Luffy, David."
Yeah, I think even like Kevin mentioned it. I forget where we were either this way or we're over here. Somewhere along the lines, someone like then Justin or Kevin had caught it. And I'm like, I had never noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it at least 1,000 times. Like, it's not like I don't talk about Monkey D Luffy ever.
You could say that.
Yeah, I mean, now I almost should. It's like my thing now. And yeah, thousands of times all across America to hundreds of different people. Interviews, like I said, just casual chats,
Yeah.
influencer videos. I did something with Straw Hat Goofy, who has 3.5 million TikTok subscribers, whose name is derived from Luffy, Goofy and Luffy, and Straw Hat. And not even him. He never said anything about it. And when I called him at MAYC, he's like, "No, you don't say it like that." I'm like, "Yeah, I've said it like that for like 5 years." And he's like, "Oh, really?"
Wow.
So I guess my charm just makes you not hear it.
That's true.
Or people-
So now if you guys ever like anyone watching like meets up with Dave and just let him talk about it. See if he says it that way. Don't even bring it up.
Just bring up
Yeah.
One Piece and be like, "Oh yeah, I really love Shanks, or I love this and that," because I'm always gonna say Luffy's my favorite character, so I am gonna bring up Monkey D. Luffy at some point. And then when I do, be like, "Ah, you idiot!" Chris, I would love to hear a joke. Diamond Chris says, "You guys want to hear a joke? Something tells me it's gonna be at my expense."
Oh, man.
Aw.
Oh. I see you got like some really cool tats like right here.
Oh, Katamari?
Yeah,
those are
that's why I
really
was like,
fun.
wait, why is everything attached? I didn't see Katamari
Oh,
on
yeah.
there. And
Yeah, it's a Halloween
wow, I love it.
thing.
It's
I
so
really like
bright. Is it new, or do you just take good
it's
care
like
of it?
a month. No, it's like less than 2 months old.
Oh, okay. That's why I was so vibrant still.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
there's
was like,
this
wow.
artist I follow. He's not even a tattoo artist. He's just an artist, and he'll mostly music related, but it's like the traditional tattoo flash. And he did Katamari, so I've had this picture for like years, and I was like, it's time for a tattoo.
It's time for it.
So
You
Yeah,
found the right person to do it.
yeah, it's the same guy that did my other ones.
Is he local?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've told David and Justin like I'm too fickle about tattoos. Where I'm like, I love the art of them. I just can't handle where I go one day, like the next day over, this could have changed a little bit, and then I'm like, no, wait, I'm gonna regret doing that. So I'll just appreciate it from afar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I'm like, oh, that's so nice. I love the colors. I like that.
Yeah.
So
It helps him so pale. It really makes it
I've gotten a rotisserie chicken look to myself.
Yeah, I want to do some form of Vegeta tattoo. I just
Ooh.
I see all these cool people's like great ideas, but
I mean,
I
that's
have to
the
find the
purpose.
right person. And,
That's the thing is you have to find someone and like you kind of just give your general idea and then they do their magic.
right. Then I don't know where I want to put it,
Uh-huh.
and you know there are several areas on my body that I'm not happy with right now. I'd have to get those places in check, and so right now I just have my one on my calf, and it's the Imperial Cog with the Zelda Triforce in it. It's my yin and my yang, my good and my good and evil. But the good is like this big, and the evil's like this big.
Is that the only one you have?
Yeah. I got it at Star Wars Celebration in 2014.
Oh, nice.
With, Justin was there.
Did he get one?
He didn't get one then. He went home to Seattle at the time, and he has some Nintendo tattoos on his arm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ
Oh.
Inkless.
No, I just appreciate it from afar. I liked when we do get our fans and then they have something cool. I'm like, oh, you have like a Zaku tattoo. That's super cool. And it's always like the head and like the eyes. Like that's the one part about like Zaku's I really like is the eye. So if that's tatted really well, I'm like, ooh, it's glow. It's almost like it's glowing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you could get. You could get a Zaku.
No, because then I'll be like, oh, I wish it was the red one or.
What you could do is you could do Zaku and RX-78. Get some knuckle tats.
And then you fit on.
Yes,
There's dashes in those names, so somewhere's got to be dashes.
No, you don't need
Just
a
have it
dash.
like in between, right there.
Oh.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear about painful places for like.
That
Yeah.
seems extremely painful right there.
Yeah, I had a buddy who wanted to get this big lion tattooed like over his heart, and they were like, "Yeah, that's a real painful place to get a tattoo, especially like the size you want." And he's like, "Oh no, I can do it." And he's like, "Yeah, an hour." And he was like, "So now he's got like an outline. He's gonna have to go
You
back."
didn't finish it?
No, he didn't finish it, so he's gonna have to go back.
I'm as good with the tracing part of step, and that's it. I'm like,
The purple.
yeah, just add that on here. You know they wipe away. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Just like the stencil on
Yeah,
there.
I just want the stencil.
All right, we've left Diamond Chris in suspense. What did the HGGM Thunderbolt Ver say to the HGUC RX-78-2 Gundam Revive? My guess is it's going to say
When am I gonna get a master grade?
yes, or something
the
like
answer
that,
here?
or doesn't exist, or something like that. We'll see.
Whoa, Tekken Combat, what a cool name.
With a K,
Yeah.
like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that's what I figured. You got a Vegeta Prince Saiyan's tattoo. Vegeta dressed as I mean, if we got someone who's an artist who can put something together, I'm willing to look at it.
Ooh.
I like Luffy and Vegeta.
There
It'd
you
have
go.
to be pretty
Ideas.
cool to put it permanently on my body.
So if ever you do, you have to shout out. What was the name? Helpful Hero. All right.
Helpful hero.
He's helpful.
He is helpful. It's like the helpful Honda guys. He's a hero. He's the helpful hero guy. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You guys got anything you want to add? Anything you want to say? Anything? Any proclamations? Any massive like life-changing revelations that you want to just bare your soul about? You're like, no, not on this show. Hey, Ricky Lake.
I guess if you see something wrong on Amazon, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
It's Amazon's fault.
If Amazon is perfect and pretty and wonderful, it's
It's all
Melissa.
yeah.
If it's broken, oh, that's Amazon.
Amazon.
That's the
Right over to their side. The puck is in your court, Amazon.
Because just like customers all go to a page, and I'm like, those aren't the right bullet points. Why are those in French? Or why is it talking about a different character? And I'm like,
French. Whoa.
yeah,
Parlez-vous français?
yeah. So there's.
It's it. Forget
we stumble
Rosetta
across
Stone.
it too, so
Like how often in a day does it? Like at least
It's just like your whole
it just
day.
depends. I mean,
I'm only asking because now I'm just gonna hop on just to catch the French and the Goku.
no, the French isn't very
Dang
often.
it.
I'm out here trying to. It's like forget Duolingo. I got Amazon.
No, but just in general, like or they'll disappear or something, and I'm like, it's not, we did it right. It's Amazon.
So yes, Amazon's fault. Good stuff, your
My
fault.
fault.
Bad stuff,
Amazon.
we do that a lot too. Good stuff, me. Bad stuff, Justin.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Are you kidding?
Oh, if Justin's not here, you
I
can blame
can't
him.
blame AJ for anything.
Oh.
AJ's like the most popular human being on the planet. When AJ's not on the show, like they would have been like, "No AJ, I'll catch you guys next week." Breaks my heart.
Have I been on every single one? I swear there's got to be one where I haven't been on.
Exactly why? Who's Justin? Why is Justin? How's Justin?
Who's Justin?
He's on the marketing team because we like him. He's okay.
Yeah.
Keep them around.
Just to get your three questions there.
Yeah, Justin's taking the good rest.
Yeah,
In
he's,
Mordor.
he's taking time off, spending with Henry, having a great time. So, thanks everybody for joining us this week for the Bandai Hangouts. Hope you guys had an amazing time. Melissa, thank you so much for coming. Hopefully,
Thank you.
it wasn't so bad, and you'll come back at some other time.
Bring that cool green watch. Justin will have to see. I know he likes the colorful watches.
Oh yeah.
He does. He's a big Swatch guy now.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh.
he's evolved.
Classic.
He's the kind
evolved
who's like
past-
this.
yeah,
Look at my
it's like,
swatches.
check it out.
Oh.
I got them different colors.
Eli didn't ruin one of his watches for him because I have a Swatch Dragon Ball watch and it ticks really loudly, and so I always asked him like, "Hey, does yours tick?" And he's like, "No, none of them tick." And then all of a sudden he was there. He's like, "This one ticks really loud. I don't think I can wear it anymore."
I will say there was one that when we went to New York, there was one where the bracelet was a candy bracelet. I'm like,
I've
you-
seen that. I wanted it. I
was
totally
like-
wanted that one.
I'm like, it won't fit Justin's wrist, but this is totally a Justin watch because of how much he loves candy.
Yeah, I saw that
So-
one and it's super cool.
Yeah, all candy.
Yeah.
No meat, no veggies, all candy.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Make sure to keep up with us at Bandai Collector across all the social platforms. Unless you're on TikTok, we're at Bandai Official. Thanks everyone on TikTok for joining us for the BTS scene, seeing all the chords and the chaos, and you get to come on a couple minutes
monster.
early and stay a couple minutes late. And yeah, till next week, tally ho. And just for Justin, thank you so much.
And you could actually say your parking lot thing because he's
Yeah,
not here.
Don't back into parking spaces. People don't like that. That's-